enough. Only got 22 minutes, shut up. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Britain's premier reality-based magazine spin-off show. It's nice to have you back. How are you? It's Big Brother's Little Brother, my friends. It's day 2. The time is 7:31. It's official. This year's Big Brother house has upped its game and includes a 79-year-old man who wears socks and sandals. I can also now confirm he officially did make it down the stairs at 5:02 this morning. What a night, my friends. I'll tell you what, the focus of today's show is quite simply we got very, very excited about our brand new housemates who we love with all our hearts and get to know them as intimately as we can from behind a wonderful new Perspex desk. And to help with the task in hand, we are joined by 2 ex-celebrity housemates, a woman, Nayan icon, who enjoys a love-hate relationship with Big Brother. We love her, she hates us. It's Germaine Greer, everyone! Nice to have you with us, Germaine. And our next guest was runner-up in Celebrity Big Brother 3, runner-up in Cirque du Celeb, and we've even introduced him second. It's Britain's favourite almost winner. It's Kenzie, everyone! Thank you. Wonderful. Now, nice to have you both with us. Thanks for joining us. They'll be here for the duration, but now let's recap on the veritable mixed grill of celebrity that went into the house last night. And trust me, it is a mixed grill, because already Danielle saw in Ken's little sausage as well as his chops last night. More of that later, but for now, here's our first lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jermaine Jackson!
I love making my own bed, and I still do it to this day. 365 days out of the year, I have to make my own bed because I want to. I can cook. I can make a few dishes without someone throwing up. I'm going to bring peace.
It's Danielle Lloyd!
I probably do act like a little bit of a princess sometimes. I have been quite spoilt all my life, so usually I get my own way. I'll probably be the one that relaxes everyone.
It's Ken Russell!
I hope that in the house I'll be seen as a sort of benign influence who won't swear. No, that'll be something new. I don't swear. I don't swear. You hear me? Genius. It's not a word I use myself. It's thrust upon me.
It's Joe O'Mara!
I'll probably turn into a right diva, horrible bitch that everyone I hate, and I'll come out and go, I found my true self. That'll probably be what it is, and I've just lived a lie all my life thinking I'm nice.
Just myself.
It's Leo Sayer!
I'm inquisitive, I'm not negative, and I'm energetic. But I'm sure I can be annoying.
Energy, wisdom, and fun.
Right to cheer. Good-looking housemates, and we'll be getting Jermaine and Kenzie's views after the news. Now, my friends, we kick off the show as we always do with Little Brother's Big News Get Out. Complete this year with some snazzy new graphics. Very happy about that. OK, first up, quite a lot in the first 24 hours. Jermaine is plastered at 4:34 this morning. After leaving a mystery black mark on his pillow, Jermaine got up to some unusual nasal antics in the bathroom. I have to say, and I know brand new series and everything, this is probably the strangest news VT I've ever introed. Make of this what you will. I like it. And we'll be keeping our eyes peeled back with sellotape to bring you more. Now, next up, when I need rules, I just shut my eyes and I have rules. You know what it's like. You're doing something boring like reading the Big Brother rule book, and if only you had an all-round entertainer to brighten things up. Luckily for the housemates, at 1:38 p.m. today, there he was.
Do not use the hot tub immediately after eating. Do not use the hot tub if you have respiratory or circulation problems, or do not have any medical condition without seeking medical advice from Big Brother.
Oh my God. I think Leo's definitely going to crack.
Yes, I did warn them that I'd drive everybody round the bend.
Still got it. Oh, yeah. And lastly, I know one of part of the spirit to say to Benediction. Despite claiming in her application form to be fluent in 6 languages, Shilpa seems to have a bit of trouble getting her tongue around Dirk. At 3:34 today, this happened.
What are they saying? They're talking about how I pronounce Dirk's name as Duck. I can't really pronounce it like that. It's like Dirk. I can't do that. It sounds really strange.
What,
so
Dirk?
Dirk. So I call him Dirk.
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 Duck Benedict sounds like a dish. I think I should just stick with Benedict because I can say that.
Yeah, just call him Benedict. He'll absolutely love that. That, my friends, was Little Brother's Big News. So we have Jermaine and Kenzie with us. Lovely to be with us, guys. You have, you've breathed, lived in those very wars. You know exactly what our inhabitants are going through. So, Jermaine, firstly, what's it like entering the house for the first time? Because it looks terrifying.
Well, it is terrifying. Generally, for me it was terrifying because I knew I didn't have enough clothes and I didn't have enough underwear in particular, and I had no eyeliner, and I was going to my doom, I thought, really. What do you reckon?
But yeah, I was going to say, the crowd reception for both of you is the thing, I think. I mean, and coming down here every week and seeing how these people boo and cheer in equal measure, you know, they change like the wind. But when you come out of a car...
Yeah, a cheer's a relief, because that's the kind of the main thing. You're sitting in a room before with just 4 white walls thinking, am I actually going insane? What is going on? Sweating. And then you kind of get out of the car and you hear the kind of... For me, I had 9 bandmates at the end of the carpet, so I was like, that was a bit of a relief.
Yeah, I bet.
That made up the majority of the audience, so it was cool for me.
Who are you most surprised to see in the house now?
I think I'm most surprised to see Shilpa, because she has a huge career, tons of work, and she stands to find herself in some very awkward situations.
Do you really think? Do you really think it could harm her?
Well, I thought, for example, there were no cameras in the bathroom. We were told there was privacy in the bathroom, and there was poor Jermaine doing his blackhead removal or whatever that was, and with us all looking at him. I think for her that's going to be a bit difficult. I mean, at the moment, she's able to take it easy, but you're going to make her do some stuff that's going to be undignified and show bits of her that the Indian public has never seen.
Jermaine, I'm drawing a line here. They are. We just reflect on it.
Okay.
What about you, Ken? Who are you surprised to see in there?
I was quite surprised to see Donnie, because obviously you get this kind of... comes from quite an indie kind of rock background where they kind of base themselves on being quite credible. And you kind of think sometimes that maybe for them to come on a show like this would deem them uncredible. But, you know, I suppose the people like Preston did really well for himself, so maybe he took a leaf out of his book, I'm not sure, but it was quite a shock. And to see how he walked down the carpet, I kind of mixed opinions on that.
OK, guys, let's get your take on a mini roundup of the last 24 hours.
Anyone here?
Hello.
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 Oh, I love what you've done with the room.
When do they start filming?
Oh, my God!
Donnie's just jumped in the hot tub with all his clothes on.
Donnie, housemates must not get their microphones wet.
You are so cute, Leo.
Oh, adjustable.
Spew my guts out proper.
Fantastic.
Oh, I can't sleep. And I have a naked man in my bed.
OK, really early days, but who are your favourites so far?
Leo. I think Leo comes across really well, just like a fun kind of guy, you know. And I think he's already entertaining the house. And like he just said, I've got a man in my
sat
bed.
there last night, my girlfriend immediately she saw Leo. She just went, oh, Leo. Yeah. So I love that. What about you, Jermaine?
Well, that's the secret of Leo's life, of course, is disarming people. Well, you know, I've got a really soft spot for Danielle. I think she's just so pretty, so fresh, and so innocent. They'll probably try and...
But this is an interesting thing because I think because of the life she leads and who she goes out with and all this sort of stuff, she got booed because she's not seen as what they call a wag. And yet, immediately, people seem to be sort of warming to her, like, 24 hours in. She seems to be really nice and quite...
Because she has no side at all. Everything, what you see is what you get with that little girl. I was very confused today because she said that she was a scientist. And I hadn't heard the thing she said before that.
Yes.
But apparently what she said before that was that if you eat bananas, they stay in your system for 3 months.
OK, right. We'll get to the bottom of that for you, Jermaine, I promise you. Jermaine and Kenzie for right now, everyone. Thank you. We'll be sticking around to answer your questions. Some mine, some yours, in today's cool BBLB. So if you have any questions for Jermaine or Kenzie, give us a call 0901 101 109. Text studio and your question to 83188 or give us an email, bbLB@channel4.com. Join us after the break when we reveal which housemate has a phobia of large leaves and who's called his child Your Majesty. Take a wild guess. And which celebrity used to bag poultry for a living? We'll see you back here in 3. Take care. God bless. Back to Big Brother's Little Brother. Hope you are well. It's nice to have you with us. Our first show of the new series. It's day 2. The time is 7:47. Still joined by our celebrity guests, Kenzie and Jermaine. Good everyone. Now, before we have another chat, I've been told I have to take it to the bridge. Jermaine, may I take it to the bridge?
Definitely.
Thank you very much. Crew, may I take it to the bridge? I don't know where the bridge came from, but it's going to replace the jacuzzi that we used in the summer as our white elephant this series. So here we go. I've now officially taken it to the bridge. Just no reason why it's there whatsoever. So we have 11 celebrities in the house. Let's learn all about them. Hello, fella. First up, we've got...
Hi, Big Brother. This is Jermaine.
Yes, Jermaine Jackson. Now, Jermaine's got a son named Your Majesty. He has, in fact, got 8 children and... severely enforces the rule you're not allowed to play on your Uncle Michael's balcony. No. Hey, no, it's the kid dangling joke. That's all. Danielle Lloyd is up next.
His meat in 2 beds for dangling between his legs.
What? I don't understand what you just said. According to the form she filled out, she was born on the 16th of December, 2006, which makes her 19 days old. She gave herself 5 out of 10 for intelligence. Next up...
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Ken Russell has a phobia of large leaves and he keeps obituaries of the critics who's trashed his films, so watch what you say. We, of course, here love his films. Next up is Joey Mira.
It's a lot smaller than what I thought.
I know. She has her mum and dad tattooed on her body. Her friends are here. Is that like a whole big tattoo or the names of her? The name's good, I was going to say. Dad... Mum. But has given herself 4 out of 10 for intelligence, so let's hope she spelt it correctly. Next up, Leo Sayer.
I was just a boy.
The worst rumour he's ever heard about himself was that his hair was permed and his best friends with Nigel Mansell, the Formula 1 driver. That's not the worst rumour he's heard about himself. He's actually friends with him. Next up, Shilpa.
I'm so transparent.
Shilpa Shetty. Shilpa has had a nose job, but you'd have a nose job too if you had 1.1 billion people watching every single movie you made. Next up, Carol Malone.
As soon as you put your bum down, it's hot.
She has worked as a news reporter, a crime reporter and a royal correspondent. She made Anne Diamond cry for cheating on her diet when she was on TV. Donny Tourette.
All right, sunshine.
Yes, indeed. Real name, Patrick Branley. He hates bad manners, not the band, but literally bad manners, and idiocy, presumably when he's not doing it. He's a punk singer and the author of How to Make Friends and Influence People When You're a Bit Tipsy. Next up, Ian H. Ian H., what is your name?
I'm learning how to use my tools.
No, it's just not funny. It isn't funny. I'd say we shouldn't use that in rehearsal, because we obviously know him as H, which stood for hyperactive, apparently. His worst job was bagging dead chickens or being in steps. You decide. Cleo.
How's it going up your end?
It's feel like Sid James. She said yesterday she's on the lookout for an oil, which is an OIL, someone old, ill and loaded. Good luck in the house. Can't think of anyone who fits that description. And finally...
No cigars, no Benedict.
No cigars, no Benedict. He was born Dirk Ewan, but changed his name to Dirk Benedict after his favourite breakfast, which is very lucky because it could have been called Dirk Sugarpuff. Didn't work in rehearsal either. So that's our 11 housemates, but hello there. Who are you, cheeky chops? We're not entirely sure who this housemate is or what the twist is going to be on Friday, but I smell kebabs. In the meantime, this Lightbox update has underlined the fact that we've got another load of profiles we haven't seen yet, and that would be a terrible crime. So let's have a look at them now.
And please give a warm Bollywood welcome to Shilpa Shetty.
Well, I'm an eternal positive thinker. Shut up. Just beware. I can kick ass. Nice.
Carol Malone.
I want to be truthful. I want to be real. If someone's getting hurt in there or getting, messed about or getting abused, yeah, I hope I'd step in and do something about that. Yes, I will say what I think. But I hope most of all that I'll be fair. Irony and chocolate.
It's Dolly Tourette.
The perception is that I'm a troublemaker. Well, I'll give you a call back in a minute. Right, bye. There's my mum. See how bad we are? Bad lads. Mildly rebellious.
It's Ian H. Watkins.
My friends would probably say that I've got really bad wind. Yes, blowing from the north. Misunderstood.
It's Cleo Ruckus.
I never go to bed without having my sunglasses and lipstick beside my bed in case there's a fire. If you're going to hang out of a window and scream for help, the firemen think you've made an effort, they might come to you first.
Mayhem, glee, and cartwheeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dirk Benedict.
20 years later to be remembered for having done the A-Team and Battlestar Galactica. It's a little... I never would have expected that. Cut!
I'm bringing underwear, socks, and a jock strap to go with my skipping rope.
There they are. So, got this twist coming up on Friday. Any ideas, guys, as to what it might be?
Families, we're hearing.
You think?
Yeah, maybe a whole generation.
Jermaine?
It depends if you go shopping in Dartford. Because apparently all the shop girls have a theory.
Yes.
That, am I allowed to say it?
Yes, it's just a theory.
That the Goody family is going to move in.
Goody gumdrops. That's right, I just cut them off with my new BBLB bell I've got now. That's fine, yes. We'll find out all about that on Friday. It's time for this cool BBLB. Jermaine and Ken's are still with us. Chris in Sunderland is first up. Now, bear in mind, this is a whole new, very organic cool BBLB. You just can ask any question you like. Chris, what is your question?
Hi Dermot,
Hello,
hi Jermaine, hi Kenzie. My question is, to the two guests, who would be out first and why?
OK, who do you think is going to be out first and why? Got a lot of names to choose from.
Maybe Who's that? Cleo.
You think Cleo might be? The mere fact you had to say who's that led me to believe probably not your favourite.
I just haven't heard her speak, that's all.
I've got a soft spot for her because she's got so many of Kenny Everett's mannerisms, and I worked with him a long time ago. I've got a funny feeling it'll be Carol first out.
OK, fair enough. I was going to ask you about Carol. How do you feel about that whole kind of a journalist coming in? Do you think that's do you think it's a wise move on her behalf, or do you think it's a good thing for the show?
Well, I don't understand it quite because I presume the usual agreements have been entered into about confidentiality, etc., and so forth. So if she wants to turn it into copy, she really can't.
OK.
But she has an irritating, bossy way of talking, as if she's an authority on stuff. And she's a hack. You're a tabloid hack.
Oh, mate. Genuinely didn't see that coming. Richard in London's up next. Hello, Richard in London.
Greetings, welcome back, you mad lot. How are you all?
Very nice, Richard.
A question, really.
I somehow doubt we're madder than you.
My concern was why are always the feisty types voted out first?
Okay.
And do you actually think that of a way to actually keep the interesting feisty types in the house so that we get some good entertainment?
Well, I don't know about that, but do you think why do you think the feisty types are voted out first? Only got about 25 seconds left.
Because, well, it's not because they're feisty, it's because they're overbearing and boring. Everybody's feisty if they get room to manoeuvre. I bet Danielle will turn out to be feisty on her day.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
That is all we've got time for. Wow, it just flew by, didn't it? Many thanks to our guests, of course, Jermaine and Kenzie. We are back here tomorrow, 7:30. Don't forget Davina and Russell tonight on Channel 4 and E4 collectively. Take care, God bless. Bye-bye.